Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I just edited the episode where the day ended and Act 2. I've learned that the names of them, they're called acts. They've got Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and Act 4. And we're in Act 2 at the moment. Yeah. So it's still a little raw in my brain. But I remember now that Yuri was desperate to, like, talk to me about something at the end of the day. And Monika was just like, you leave me no choice. And we ended up here. So, incongruent starscape. Amazing. Chocolate. Extraordinary. Contamination. Excitement. Determination. Oh. I forgot this is a horror game. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Rorius. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri? I'm happy you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Rorius. Don't say these kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? What are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Yeah, Natsuki's had her, like, mind blanked. I'm pretty sure Monika said something about the fact that Natsuki won't remember. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. She said, I'm pretty sure she'll come back as if nothing has happened. Something along those lines where it's like, Eh? Jeez! What is your mind? Whatever is on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... Oh! Mibbles, sailcloth, blind sight, lifeline, anan, receptuality... No. Rectipitality? Faultlessly offered... Scolomentia Nade? What? I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Haha. Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! Ahaha. What took you so long anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Ahaha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Ah, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Ahaha, that's... Monika looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rorius. Monika smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ahaha, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. This is freaking me out. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Rorius, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. I know that... Whoa, I just suddenly had a... I know that feeling. Being with someone and my heart just fucking pounding non-stop. It's exhausting. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go to get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to look for her. Uh-oh, what's happened? The fucking... Oh my god, that hasn't happened before. The music is muffled, like it's coming from the classroom. Like, we're playing a game, and so far, throughout the whole game, the music has always been coming from just the game. So the music always follows us wherever we go. The music stayed in the classroom? That's so weird. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be nearest to be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like something is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around. Yuri? Okay, so this is where it gets revealed. See, we've talked about this before. Yeah. Did time just rewind? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Rorius, do you like oolong tea? Time just fucking rewound. Yuri took a long time because she was cutting herself. We went to investigate, found her cutting herself, and time just fucking rewinded. And now we're back in the classroom and Yuri just immediately returns. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. You can set temperature on a kettle? No kettle I've ever seen has a temperature gauge. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Haha. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Wait, did I read her line? Oh, my bad. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Haha. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Rorius. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Rorius, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Hey, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. It's already been established that Yuri has the biggest tits. I hate myself for saying that. But yeah. Natsuki mentioned as much on the first act. So like the extra weight is hard on her back. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Oh, your teacup. I thought she was like exclaiming it because I was spelling it or something. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Excuse me? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Hey, are you sure? Well, If I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. I thought this is what was going to happen. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop there. I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. It appeared there. That's cute. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Hey? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... He looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Rorius. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Rorius. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Rorius. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Rorius. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Rorius? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh, those eyes. Those are fucking weird. I think it's like Oh, I hated that. I hated it. Thank you, Monika, for saving me from that moment. But no, I can't betray what I know. It's already... Let's just say I shouldn't be thanking Monika. Despite the fact that Monika basically saved me from the situation, I shouldn't be thanking her. It's time to share poems. Oh. That was fucking weird. Let's share the poem to Natsuki. Natsuki's been the least weird. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think that you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending time with her or whatever. But you know, Monika and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. And we like spiders, yep. It's the same poem as last time, which is interesting because you'd think she wouldn't do this poem if she didn't even remember the argument they had yesterday. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out that make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Oh. I've been waiting for this. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I don't dislike you, Natsuki. I just find your personality a little much. It's people who like push you away while they're trying to like get you to be closer to them. Like in this case, like she's asking for feedback from her poem, but then she's actively like you won't like it anyway. it's like no, I struggle with that. I struggle with dealing with that. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Rorius. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a very good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Rorius. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Ah, I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Rorius? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Oh, this is different. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding. Bolt head? Oh. Bolted? No, it's bolt head. Linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning. Is this just... Is this just a combination of concepts? A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes, tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. Or did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Monika. Rorius, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be, like, a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. She's like, you're the reason she's cutting herself. Just... Save me. The colors, they won't? Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. This is the same poem, but it's written differently. The noise, it won't stop. Oh? I wonder if the capitalized letters mean anything. No, okay. It won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. That's different. Endless poem of meaninglessness. Delete her. Oh god. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract, but I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me, okay? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Do you have a long special poem? Would you like to read it? Sure. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how something blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. I want to say something, but I honestly don't know enough. Oh. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Not like we can pull anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Rorius joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We've already had enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. even if it's something small. Right, Rorius? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Rorius to agree with you just because he doesn't know anything how to say no to anything, sorry. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Rorius joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Rorius isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Rorius want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Rorius, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this, anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is that a crime, to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Rorius. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Oh, who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still. I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Rorius? What do you want to get out of the club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Oh, she's crying blood. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Hey? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Rorius? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Rorius before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Rorius, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kinda like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why— wait, not yet, no! Whoa. Oh, it's so fascinating. This game is so fascinating. Let's keep going, let's just keep going. Wonderful. Holiday. Uncontrollable. Extraordinary. Frightening. Oh. Imagination. Explode. Unrestrained. Inferno. Hi, Rorius. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to— Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See? It is something! I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, Rorius just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ahaha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, Right. I forgot. Wait, I forgot what? What is going on? About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about it yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're all doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see this event just suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monika? Monika? Ah, yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Rorius, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could. We already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Rorius is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. That face, holy shit. Thank you for understanding, Monika. Uh-oh. That face she put... She was like... She had such like an excited face. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Whoa, this is all repeating. Could you hold this for a second? Sure. Hands me the water pitcher and fixes it as she fetches the electric kettle. When I plug this at the teacher's desk, I'll go get some water. She passes me the kettle down on the teacher's desk. She simply watches her movements. She moves really... She appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Is she gonna make it actually happen this time? Instead of rewinding time, is she just gonna let it happen? 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I decided to take a look. Yep. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be with the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Yeah, are they in pain? I reached the corner and peer around. It's Yuri cutting herself. Yeah. Oh, no, it's a rewinding time again. Okay. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think that I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. I made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter the most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to... what? Starts to go crazy, like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Rorius, is it just me? Or has Monika been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before, but she's always listening. But finally we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Wait, did I say that? No. Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody... Oh, Monika's like Monika's fading in. Nobody to make us feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen the beauty they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've got them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. Oh, the eyes. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Rorius. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Wait, are these Yuri's words or are these Monika's words? Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monika's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get a happy ending that we've patiently waited years for. What, years for? Will you do that with me, Rorius? Who should I show my poem to first? Holy shit. Let's show it to Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Rorius, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Rorius. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I don't know if there's anything readable in that. All I know is that I can't read it, and that there's a single character here, which is, not showing properly. It's... Yuri's so creepy. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Who should I show my poem to next, even though Yuri took my poem? Natsuki. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Okay, so yeah, we didn't get the poem back. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm gonna show you my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Oh. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist? I've always wanted to try being friends with her, or with Yuri. And it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. It just feels so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try something. Try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like you gave it a really good... I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Rorius? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Should I share my poetry next? Yes, Monika. Oh my god. Oh god. Don't say I didn't warn you, Rorius. Yes? A dream. I was wandering on an abandoned warehouse at night. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay. I think we're gonna leave that there. I have a feeling we're close to the end of Act 2, and I know Act 3 is short, so I think that might be what happens in the next episode? Maybe? I don't know. All I know is that we're out of time for this episode, so we're gonna leave it here. If you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. This game has been wild. This episode's been really entertaining. This is super like, around every other corner. I hope you look forward to seeing what happens next. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.